YouTube, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, guys. We are here, just getting set up for the day. Government shut down last night. About to pull up a short video from me, Kevin. So we can get a little update on the news. Had ADP job numbers come out, and yep, Trump shut down the government last night. So very interesting stuff going on. Very interesting. Excuse me, guys, while I get set up here. All right, gonna check out this video real quick. As you can see, my charts are already prepped for today's trade. We got NQ Lagger, YM Leader. So the two positions we'll be looking at today. And yeah, let's check out this news real quick. Opening bell is happening now. Let's go.
Creators, take these 3 apps I built to run my business made with Base 44. They're ready for you as free.
Terrible! Okay, we just got negative 32,000. Literally seconds ago, the expectation was 51,000. We got negative 32. Oh my gosh, the revision just came in. Oh, it's negative. But it's so bad. Okay. Okay. Last month, they told us on the ADP jobs report, which is the private payrolls jobs report, that we were at 54,000 jobs. They just revised it to negative 3. This month, we were expecting 51,000. They just revised it to negative 32,000. So both of the numbers are absolute hell. This is a terrible set of jobs data, and the crappy thing about it is we don't actually have an expectation that we're going to get a real jobs report this Friday because the government shut down. So this means now we're stuck with the private ADP report to trade off of. Okay. So I'm just verifying here. Yeah, ADP National Employment Report shows U.S. employment decreased 32,000 private sector jobs in September. The consensus was for 50,000. Yeah, I'm reading this here on Reuters just to corroborate that I'm not losing my mind. Like I'm looking at these numbers and I feel like this has to be a mistake. Like somebody has to have done a fat finger oopsies or something. But that's what the numbers are coming in at now on all of the, there it is. On all the wire services, on everything. It's negative 32,000 with the prior revision down. ADP conducted its annual preliminary rebenching of national employment in September based on its full year 2024 results of the quarterly consensus employment and wages. Oh, so they applied the QCEW revisions. Interesting. The recalibration resulted in a reduction of 43,000 jobs in September compared to the benchmark data. The trend was unchanged. Job creation continued to lose momentum across most sectors. Okay, that's a little better that some of the data is the result of them trying to align with the QCEWs, which are the the benchmark revisions that were just 900,000 from the Federal Reserve, from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Keep in mind, we're supposed to be getting this jobs report on Friday, but we're not because the market is shut down. Not only are we not because the market is shut down, but Donald Trump was going to appoint somebody to the labor market who was going to stop doing quarterly wage reports at all, or monthly payroll job reports at all. He was going to appoint somebody to this job that, basically waters down the data. But the crazy thing is, yesterday, White House pulled the nomination of E.J. Antoni to lead the BLS, throwing leadership of the BLS into further disarray. White House officials said that the administration is looking forward to a nomination of a new candidate. after there were signs of Antoni's nomination faltering due to criticism from senators and economists. Well, yeah, because he was a dumb nut. He was like, oh, we should just stop, reporting jobs as often. Okay, so despite the strong economic growth we saw in the second quarter, this month release further validates what we've been seeing in this labor market, that U.S. employers have been cautious with hiring. Like, this is really weird. They're taking this very bearish tone. They're like, oh yeah, this further reiterates. Last month, they weren't this negative. And to me, it's also kind of mind-blowing that we're only down 48 basis points right now on the Qs because you've got the government shutdown and you got this terrible jobs report. Look at what's happening to the 10-year Treasury yield. The 10-year Treasury yield down 4.4 basis points. Big move. Gold up 39.11. Wow. Okay, let's keep going with the report here. This is crazy. Let's view the let's see where the components are. Small business is lost. Medium business is lost. Big business is lost. The biggest business is gained. So only 500 plus gained. Okay. There is something to this. I believe that the biggest companies and the richest companies will be the biggest beneficiaries of artificial intelligence because they will get the most earnings per share that goes up to the top. Pretty crazy. So let's see. Change by industry. Mining up, construction down, manufacturing down. I thought tariffs were supposed to help this. I'm obviously being facetious. It's too early for this. Trade, transportation, and utilities down 7K. IT up 3K. Education and health services still up. Wow. But professional business services, financial activities down. Leisure, hospitality down. Wow. Other services down. Let's go to the actual report, which is their press release here. This is this is crap because usually when we get a bad ADP report, everybody just says, it's okay. Just wait 2 days and the fake news BLS data will come out and it'll tell us that everything is okay. And then 6 months later, it'll get revised down. Well, now because the federal government is shut down, we won't get the BLS report on Friday. The Bureau of Labor, now the Friday report is even more important and we won't get it because Trump got his shutdown. I really think Trump wanted the shutdown. I've said that over the last 3 days. He wants this shutdown. He wants to fire these people. So, despite the strong economic growth we saw in the second quarter, this month release further validates what we're seeing. Employers are cautious. Okay, pay insights. Pay gains were steady for job stayers. Little changed, 4.5%. Job changers slowed. Wow. That's a big drop in job changers. Usually when you change your job, post-COVID, you've really been able to pick up some extra money. That's starting to compress. And I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up turning negative at some point relative to job stayers. Like you lose money when you change your job. That's probably more likely in my opinion. The ones that are paying the most for staying, financial activities, and let's see. Large businesses are also paying the most. Oh, look who's paying the worst. 1 to 19 employees. The smallest firms. Makes sense. You're getting destroyed by higher rates. Not only are you getting destroyed by higher rates, but you're getting destroyed by a slowing or softening economy. You're not, like people keep referencing the Atlanta Fed GDP. And we have to recognize the Atlanta Fed GDP is heavily skewed by the AI CapEx build. That doesn't benefit all these small businesses that are hurting. House Hack's contributing to the CapEx. And we're small businesses, but I feel like we're a small business, but we're one of the fortunate ones. Got our AI product coming out next month. We're really excited about it. Maybe even late this month. We'll see. This recalibration resulted in a reduction of 43,000. This was the QCEW recalibration. The most recent release of the QCEW contained higher than normal number of missing redacted values for the establishment. This is calculated at coarser granularity than in prior years. So why are there more redacted values? Is Trump going in there with the black highlighter again? So the mission of the ADP, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there it is. That's the ADP report. It's terrible. Part of it, though, again, is because they revised to match with the QCEW. Again, the recalibration led to a reduction of 43,000 in September. If you add that 43,000 back in, you would be at 32 negative plus 43. You'd be at 11. 11,000 without that QCEW revision is still way lower than the 54,000 that we were expecting. So we were expecting, again, 54,000. We got negative 32,000. So a really trashy ADP report here. We have, let's see what the doomers are saying. Private sector decreased 32,000 after a revised 3,000 decline a month earlier. ADP used the QCEW to recalibrate. Yeah, okay. They're not saying anything new. Let me see if there are any suit reactions here yet. Weak ADP confirms fear. Bonds.
Jack, it's just they're not getting any response in. Gets.
You seen that with Kevin's news, what we had to deal with this morning. It was a revise. The expected positive 50K jobs came in negative 32, and the government shut down. So we're probably not going to have any. I don't think we get the NFP or anything since they are shut down. Since they are shut down, and he just dropped these revisions, so they're trying to price in the rate cut again. That's why the YM is at breakout territory now. So yeah, man, good old Trump making another buy the dip opportunity. You gotta love it. You got to love it, bro. Because he literally had that revision come out, and literally no news until watch. This is probably gonna be the longest government shutdown in history. Usually it lasts like 4 or 5 days, bro. This shit might last until this nigga cut rates. It's a cut, and there's a cut in between now and January. Do one more cut, price in one more cut, and then have that one that he already planned on having in January, and that'll be the 3 cuts before the end of the year that they priced out last week. That's where everything dipped last week. Garbage. Absolute garbage.
Yeah, you know the story, bro. It's 5 minutes.
It weird, twin. It weird. Alright, check out my boys at Fast Market, see what trades they got going on. I'm here, guys.
The government shutdown is now will not be released. Expected for non-farm, 52,000 jobs added. So that's what we're looking at. That was the same for ADP as well. Anyways, all right. We got a number here in about 3 minutes. Baron, you're short 2 micro gold. 3,902. Jaron, any trades taken? We got up to 24,841. You see anything that caught your interest there?
Yeah, and it does look like the buying is dying out a little bit here, and it is the point of control from Monday. I'm thinking we could get a pullback to this consolidation that we had pre-market, and if buyers supported there, that could be a good entry for longs. But I know news comes out in the next 5 minutes, and then top of the hour too. So I'm just gonna be patient and wait for the tone to set before I get in anything.
Yeah, very good.
CLC, baby.
Yeah, CLC is right. Where'd you get CLC? Baron teach CLC, or have you teach Baron CLC? Or you guys come up with that?
No,
you guys have a whiteboard? You guys have a whiteboard in the house that you guys just kind of
do?
You really?
Yes. But no, I got it from he's an order flow trader named Carmine Rosado. He's a probably him and Baron are the two guys that kind of put me on for trading. So they're
Love it.
I take everything I can from them.
I want to see this.
He's also like, that's where I started. I think I got the most out of like trying to learn from him. So that was like someone who's impactful for me. So I showed it to Jaron. I was like, this guy's really good. Like he's been trading for like 8 or 9 years. Jaron consumed all that content.
Yeah, Carmine. Shout out to Carmine.
Shout out Carmine.
All right. Well, we got this number here about 90 seconds.
Yeah. 90 seconds little number. Okay, we'll wait for that. I was going to explain a little bit the government shutdown stuff for folks outside the country. It's not as scary as it sounds. It's not like we're just living without,
there's riots in the streets,
police and fire.
This isn't the first time.
It's the purge. It happens every few years.
Basically, just turn the faucet off on certain programs in terms of the money. And all right, U.S. S&P manufacturing PMI final expected 52. 52. Previous was 52 as well. It's getting a little thin in the Nasdaq. Baron, you're going to hold this trade?
Yeah, I'm going to hold this gold short.
Cool.
I'm fine with it. There are a lot of one thing I've noticed with gold. I was talking about this with Dakota last night on Slow Markets.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dakota. But limit orders typically work on gold. Like they don't get pulled like they do in NASDAQ, where you see a big order on NASDAQ or ES and then they pull it as it gets close to it. The limit orders will sit there and they'll go and they'll fill those limit orders. And we've got quite a bit sitting down at 38.90s. So I'd like to see us start to push down there. My target's 38.86. It's that London low. I'm using that Edgeful statistic in there. So I'm confident holding this. I think this goes lower. There's not really any order sitting above
2 seconds
on GC. So I'd like this to come down to those London lows and then start to look for the reversal after we sweep that out.
Nothing expected 52. Still waiting for that release. It is waiting. Stand by, holding pattern. See a little bit of selling coming in here.
Must be out.
Yeah, it should be.
Oops, got it. Right in the screws.
Got 52 expected. Thank you. Hoop. Baron, stay there with me. When you see those big size orders on the gold ladder, typically the market will run to it or will go seek to fill that liquidity.
Yeah, we saw it last night. We saw it last night, saw it the night before. Today, there's not really any limits sitting above on gold. There are some sitting up at 39.10, but there's a lot more to the downside. So I'd like to see those orders fill and then look for that potential bounce. But yeah, it's something that I noticed trading it last night, trading it the night before. So going to continue to use it going forward.
Good stuff. And that we're sitting at what, 38.90, about $10 beneath.
There's quite a bit sitting at 38.98, so that's pretty close. Then there's a lot more sitting down at 38.90. So we'll see how that pans out. Last night there were orders sitting at 38.95, 3900, and then 3905. Last night we got that pop up to in Asia. We got that pop through each of those levels, except for that 3905.
Good stuff, Baron. Gold trader, I like it. Crude trading $61.53, about 13 cents off the lows. Dow pulling back just a bit. We got a little bit of a pullback in the Nasdaq. We topped out at.
To me.
Yeah, because when you set a limit, you putting that shit under all the invalid areas. So
all the invalid areas, so that means it wasn't just you wrong. Everybody was wrong.
All right.
That's the kind of the edge that the limit gives you every day.
Yes,
Put yourself exactly where you want to do, and then stopping in invalid areas. And that's the only reason I'm kind of feel sketchy today, because that low that was put in overnight, 100 points away from the previous day low. What key level do you trust?
Yeah, the 4 hours gonna tell us which one to trust.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna tell us which one to trust for sure.
Yeah, even in
What's that? We went above Asia's on the line. Asia had a line.
how does it look different?
What is it?
Went above the Asia.
Well, I was gonna say Tuesday low.
Yeah. For sure, for sure. Yeah, same thing with the ES and shit, you know what I'm saying? Monday low, Tuesday low longs.
All the way really.
Alright. Alright, so on the day, YM's the leader, he's the lagger. Yes, it sounds macro lead. ES is the leader. YM is the lagger. And he was in
Oh, we taking these highs out, fellas. NQ got you. Nice little trend. Yeah, London got the.
That was a nice sell. Damn. Damn.
YM is lousy, bro.
YM is a
that's
lousy
about to
leader.
break out, nigga, that bitch is sucking in bios. Just take all that shit, bro. Especially before a certain time, bro. You
That
see
nigga like
candle?
Master Splinter. That nigga is coming.
You see the YM now, bro? That bitch look like it was breaking out. That bitch on, nigga. That bitch fucking.
This nigga YM came to kill, steal, and destroy.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, when I tell you, when the YM leading, it look like it's finna do some long ass 4-hour candle, man. That shit is black every time.
And a 4 hour on NQ just got wiped, bro.
Nigga, all of them, as long as they close with a little bit of green with that wick, they gonna have to go get that wick.
Oh,
They
God.
gonna have to go get that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that, man. Oh my gosh, look at NQ there.
Look at NQ.
Red candle, red candle.
That's a build. That's a build there. Gonna have something.
We gonna have something. Will it work or not? I
Will
don't-
it work or
I
not?
don't fucking know, but we definitely gonna have
Definitely hugging wrist today. I ain't over wrist. I was over wrist yesterday.
Yeah, I was over.
I was just right at my
I
buzzer.
was over risk.
And I don't want to risk that in these combines because if I lose a full buzzer, then they're done.
Yeah.
So I'm risking 5 today, for sure. I might be going a little bit lesser than you, but I'll be right behind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm setting limit with that 5.
Yeah, that's
Five
really
on
my
there, so
main
I'm just
thing.
sticking to like even like bro with the nigga, I don't have to risk more than 5. You feel me?
Yeah,
With the limit,
and I really shouldn't
I don't have
because
to.
3 trades, you're wrong, risking 650. That's gonna be
Yeah,
450 on the
yeah.
back end. That's your 4 trades right there.
Everything.
Yeah, so you gotta
Reel that in.
reel that in.
Only when necessary, you can give it a little bit.
Yeah, like yesterday was especially on my end because I got into the trade late because the order book, so that was a mistake. Really, I shouldn't even took that trade. I could have lost the accounts.
Yeah. It's all
Yes.
good, I mean.
It's stuff you gotta know. You gotta be
Yeah,
accountable.
you gotta, same time don't come for perfection.
Yeah, for sure. But I could have did like once I knew it passed. You just risk first.
Yeah.
Risk first. If I would've lost, If I would have lost, then I would have been ran up today.
Level ES.
What's it? Key level ES.
Tuesday low.
Yeah, Monday low, Tuesday low. SL4 is saying Monday low, Tuesday low longs. On ES, Monday low is 66.96, same as Tuesday low. They're all right down there, same. Yeah, so
92, 96, 92, 96. But this previous Tuesday low is going through I'm about to go around that daily level at 67.1. I'm gonna go around the first previous day low.
Yeah, previous day low, and Monday low right above it. So that's a whole brick of demand.
96, 93, and 97. I'm just gonna go around the numbers. The previous Tuesday daily level. And then the stop is gonna be the lowest stop is 92.
193. That's where you need to be.
Perfect. That's all set up.
Where is
I know how things could be forgotten.
where's Miami now after that move? Definitely my leader still. Alright, yeah, we focus on NQ. Focus on NQ. Get a bullish candle to confirm the trade, and then I'll be setting my price. Stop needs to be under. So right now, 24,720. Tuesday low. That shit will not go away. Go away, you loser. It's 50 off 720. I need 25 off 720.
25 off 720.
745. Yeah, so you be looking at getting in around this Friday high zone. Let's get Friday high on NQ.
And the low at a 4 hour and I win with the month is number. Yeah, number low. And then we got Tuesday low at 46 to 36.
Yeah, I want to get in on I definitely want to get in at Friday high.
My shit is set up.
So the key to structure on NQ, I'm gonna say hold Tuesday low.
Yeah, this previous day low, that's a low to 4 hours. So
Yeah.
looks like when you set, I'm probably gonna be setting limit around 24,750. Stop under
720.
day low. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's the best I could do. I'm not gonna worry about that low.
Nah, hell no. We don't worry about that. 4 hour selling, that's not too. 4 hour and the key level. So on Tuesday low, yeah, don't worry about this.
Yeah, but this shit, these candles are so fucking long that they be.
Yeah, they big.
These shit's gonna be down.
Yeah, they gonna. This is
I'm just, alright, my
just
process
doing my
is
job.
done now.
Yeah, process is done now. Getting my execution. Spread
done
4
now.
hour 24,841 short. That correlates to no level, right? That 24,850 area keeps coming up on NQ, but I got no level for that area, bro. Can you double check for me? That shit keeps.
24,850.
That shit keep coming up. It's like price just keeps respecting it, but it's nothing.
I mean, it's like a fucking high from September 24th.
Daily?
Yeah, daily, a low from. So
Okay,
low
that's what I'm
from-
looking for now.
A low from.
Wow. Okay.
It ain't nothing there.
Yeah, it's nothing there. Okay, it's in the middle, literally dead middle of a range.
Yeah, it's ain't nothing.
Okay,
It's,
alright, cool.
it's people taking fucking.
It's like, that's-
not full potential.
I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck
Niggas
is?
risking, niggas taking 1-to-1s.
Man, that's ass, bro.
850 is literally just a psych level.
That's
That's why
ass.
you keep, but it is a psych level, bro. It's a whole number and it keep getting hit. It's a psych level.
Yeah, it keeps getting hit, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
People love whole numbers.
All right, it's about 2 minutes to the anchor myself. Go ahead. 24/790. Middle of the candle. All right, we setting limits 24/745. After we gotta wait till we get the signal.
Even if for the
Right.
first one, yeah, we gotta get the green signal first, so it's gonna be.
Get the
we
signal
don't know what
first,
level
then
it is.
yeah,
We
get this shit get
Yeah,
just
get
flushed
flushed all
down.
the way down here.
All right, bet signal, then set limit. So we all set. We trade NQ, SL 4-hour buy Tuesday low. Gonna let the 15-minute chart give us a green signal since we're looking for bullish confirmation, and we set our limit. Then that's it for the day. That's process to the T.
I'm on number 3, nigga. It's so easy as fuck.
Yeah, I'm on number 3.
It'll be
Right,
easy
right on
as fuck,
time.
bro.
Right on time, Jack.
Yeah, we gotta get a green.
Yep, this is
candle.
my last.
And if
After 15 minutes signal, then set limit. Under or over 4-hour signal
But
plus
you,
key
but
level.
you see that limit setting, bro, it takes out that fear of like, oh, big green candle's gonna come in.
Yeah,
whatever
because
that get in, I don't give a fuck.
and the clarity. Oh, we got this news coming out too.
Yeah.
And the clarity of having a plan of what you're gonna do. That's what eliminates the fear.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as soon as you get that candle, you know exactly what you're gonna do. Then you have no fear of if it's time to get in or not or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're just going ahead, action. You know what I mean?
10 for the win. 10 again. Alright, news. Get the news breakdown, bro.
News.
In mind.
All right, U.S. S&P manufacturing PMI final. Previous was 48.3. No forecast came out 47.7. That's flat. And we're in line on U.S. S&P manufacturing PMI final. Forecast 52. Previous was 52. Came in at 52. Nothing bigger. All right. In line.
Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to NQ and I'll wait on the green candle.
Now I just gotta wait on a green candle. Then I'll set my limit, guys. See if I can get into an opportunity today.
This is low.
That's
24, 636. This Asia. What was Asia London low? Is that correlate to anything?
Wednesday low. Last Wednesday low, yeah. But don't.
Last Wednesday low?
Last Wednesday low. I got a Wednesday low there for
Oh, yeah, I got a
24.6.
Wednesday low at 24,625. I got a Friday low at 24,653. Just that one level.
24 a Friday low.
Friday low.
Oh yeah, previous. I see it over here.
Yeah.
24,655.
Alright, cool. Alright, we good.
Yeah,
Just making just in case.
it goes down there.
Spike down there. At least we got a key.
Yeah, we got a
At
key
least we
level.
got key levels down
Yeah,
there.
so anything it breaks the SL4, breaks Tuesday low, then we're just looking for a green candle at a key level, and then we'll take action.
Alright, man. I'm chilling. You good over there, Max Wish? You just chilling?
Yeah, I'm just watching for now. I'm just watching that area I was talking about.
Okay.
Pullback.
6680 on the
Get
S.
a reaction from there, and then that's all I'm looking at. Really.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the price point?
Was it 60?
6680 ES or what?
I'm on ES. Price is what's this low? 66.95.
Oh, good. Okay.
Right.
Tuesday low.
Right,
Area.
low.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Tuesday low, Monday low. That's great. That's what the 4-hour. That's what our 4-hour signal set on ES too. So that's great.
Yeah,
That's a
the
good.
same.
That's a good trade right there.
That's the
man.
same long we looking for.
Same long we
Same
looking for
long we would be looking for. Who's
on ES. Yeah.
Let's see, we still got some. Did the news already come out?
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, everything's out now. It came out in line, so we're probably getting a little bullish reaction.
Yeah, it came out in line. No shocks.
No shocks on the. Thank God. No shocks on the PMI manufacturing.
No manipulation. Like, bro, what is like, bro? Like, when the market's no longer data dependent because you can't trust the data, what happens then?
Like he got that shit in the chokehold, boy. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga. He got that shit in the chokehold. That nigga say, hey, we shutting the government down. Nigga, ain't no more data, nigga. Till you do what I say.
Do what I say.
Nigga,
Ain't no more
do what I
numbers
say,
coming
nigga.
out.
We ain't agree. Like, man, we got too much power.
Yeah, it's above my pay grade.
That's above my pay grade, man.
Fuck about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Above my pay grade.
If you look, like, that's the craziest part. Every time. Every time unemployment drops, fucking 100,000 people fucking die.
Yeah. That number being like that, niggas are dying.
Yeah, they're killing people. I mean, they're not killing people, but the system.
The system is.
Damn sure watches movies.
Because that's the thing. It's like, yeah, that shows like we're not creating no new jobs. So that AI shit is happening right now.
Yeah, it's happening
It's
right
like,
now.
yeah, that
Yeah.
turnover, you being able to leave a job, like during COVID, be able to leave a job and catch another job real quick. Like, nigga, Amazon ain't even taking niggas right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got robots. We good.
Yeah, even Amazon got a million fucking robots.
They got more robots than humans now.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, yeah, we got robots. We good. We ain't opening up no more job openings going into the fourth quarter, going into the holidays. We don't give a fuck about none of that, man.
They're gonna squeeze me.
It's been happening. You know what I'm saying? It's been happening. That's why niggas gotta be alert. Yeah, it's us getting squeezed.
Older,
But we got the
older or younger, you kind of fine. For real.
yeah. If you
Alright.
older, like you, if you like you, our people's age,
Yeah.
like they good. They're solidified in their jobs. Their parents are close to handing over their riches to them. You know what I'm saying? So they're good. Same way we gonna be good when we get 40, 50. You come from a good family. But like right now,
Yeah, niggas that age not even looking for new jobs.
yeah, bro, they ain't even looking for new jobs.
If
They
if
hunkering
not
down,
working,
staying
they
where
might
they
be
at.
done working.
Exactly. If they not working, they done working. If they still working, they hunkering down, staying where they at. They don't care what they paying them. They don't
Yeah,
care
they
what
don't
they.
care. Yeah, they
You
just
feel me? They
yeah.
just they being practical and they doing just do with what they
Yeah,
got
they
coming in.
working with what
You
they
know what I'm
got,
saying?
yeah.
Being grateful what they got coming in, and that's what's
And that's
multiplying.
what's growing. Yeah.
You feel me? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? For us, you can't really be sad for us because we got enough tools.
Yeah, you got enough tools.
We got enough tools to
Yeah.
where you can be whatever you want now.
Yeah, you can do
That's
whatever
why
you
niggas like Trump and shit. Like, bro,
That's why they
ain't
don't
no
care.
sympathy for you, bro.
want. Yeah.
You live in America. Like, go start a business. Go
Yeah.
build some fucking
Go take a
discipline.
risk.
Go
Yeah.
take a risk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Build some discipline.
Like, don't
Build
be
some good
fucking.
small habits. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why like people that master themselves, master their small habits, they don't think twice about running over people. They don't. You
They
can't.
don't.
You can't.
Because you can-
it's so
because you
simple
can
to
clearly
succeed.
see.
It really is simple to succeed.
You can
know,
clearly
everybody
see
knows
why
it.
niggas not succeeding. If a nigga don't have the discipline, you don't have sympathy for them.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Yeah, because
Can't.
it's just as hard for everybody.
Yeah,
to-
because
to
I
read a
don't
book
have
a day,
sympathy
to
for
fucking
my own
work out every
discipline.
day. Yeah,
Like, I can't
exactly.
give myself, oh yeah, it's okay if you don't read today.
Yeah, I can't say that.
It's okay if you don't go to the gym today. I can't say that
Can't say
shit.
that,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's why like niggas just gotta be woke, like for real. Realize certain news is for the sheep. Let it persuade them and shit. But once you're not a sheep, you just
For real, 'cause
take
even
advantage,
with me,
nigga.
it's like, bro, I see all the money Trump making, bro. That shit's exciting, bro. For real,
Yeah, it's
you could be
good.
You could be a fucking considered a loser. Like a lot of people counted that nigga out.
Counting him
consider
out.
A fucking loser, and that's why he coming back with such a vengeance. That's more
Yeah.
so what it is. They tried to kill him. They tried to take
kill
him.
him everything.
Take this, bro. The nigga got. I mean, bro, he probably fucking did some redline and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Not renting to black people or something like that. But bro, on some real shit, the nigga been. I mean, on the surface, nigga running. Fucking, he ain't selling drugs. You feel me?
Yeah, for real.
He ain't big pharma. He ain't fucking.
He just doing business,
He's just
bro.
doing business. He's working with the tools that everybody got. Everybody
Mhm.
got the same tools.
Everybody got the
Anybody
same
can be
tools.
the president
Yeah.
in this country. Anybody. For real.
Politics is similar to trading. You can be a bum off the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they don't care
If
about
you put that work in, then they
These
gonna
days,
give
they
you.
don't even care
Yeah,
about
that don't
color.
even matter.
They don't even care.
Nah,
They
that
just
don't even.
want
That's
green. They
old.
want greenbacks.
That's an old story,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm saying? So much money around, they don't even care. Man, it's much easier to be like, you ain't having, and I'm having. So we can't
Yeah.
even.
We can't even.
We can't
Yeah,
even be in the
last-
same. You feel me?
15-minute candles. 15 points.
Shit blasted off, bro.
Nah, yeah.
I'm just happy that the YM didn't break out yet. and we still chilling around this territory. So we could very well close green and pull back 50 points relatively easily. Relatively
He's
easy.
gonna fucking do this choppy long candle shit. The candle that's gonna say go is gonna be fucking small as a bitch. For real.
Yeah.
It's gonna be short. You feel me? Probably tucked up between 24/7/21 and 24/7/49. It's gonna be kind of small in between.
Mhm.
Unless it go down to this base down here where it bounced off of guys. A little range right here. 33 to 88.
All right, man. Good. Wait for this candle close and see what happens, guys. I'm here.
We just pushed up and there was exhaustion of buyers. So I'd like to see this flush now.
You, what are you working in the downside there, Baron? You're short from 3,900. We'll take a couple 90s.
I'm looking 84.38.
I'm watching gold. We're seeing a lot of it. Both gold. We're seeing it in 73% long in gold right now. Looking at the tilt.
Back to the May line.
720.
Please, and
Well,
break one
take a
for
look.
you. Boys.
Oh.
Come on, baby.
So
This isn't- okay,
there's our line, but now look, it's like turned into an intraday. Like, look what's happening here. Now we're down to 15-minute candles. Still got that line for May. Failed below it last night.
What's that a chart of, Jack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
What's the
please.
price? The May line. What is that price?
Oh, I don't want to put people down that juju, but you know, it's around what we're talking about.
Gotcha.
First level
Where we're at.
down here,
Very good.
6710 to 6700.
Gotcha. It's all about perspective. The time frame. It's not financial. It's not financial advice.
Yeah, nothing here is financial advice except for that line. No.
Hey, Jerry, you're still in this. Steve Johnson is at the podium. Let's keep an eye out for any comments there. The push lower there in gold, Baron. I think buyers will absorb right around the 96s or so, but I am seeing sellers.
It keeps getting down to that level, and there are more sellers coming in. I'm seeing CVD move lower, and I just like to see it push and fill all those orders down below.
Looks like the sellers are going to continue to try 38.96 last trade in gold. Jaren's still in this thing, right?
Yes, yep, still in it.
Jaren, what's your entry point?
So I did get stopped out on the initial one. I had my stop too tight, but I think the trade still looks good. So I got back in at 814, and my stop's just above the high. That's probably where I should have put my original stop. I had it a little too tight. So did get a better entry on it. I think the trade idea still looks great.
Okay.
Do you want
Now, I did
to?
learn this from Baron as well. You give a trade idea 2 attempts, and if that doesn't work, kind of recoup and look for something else. So this is my second attempt.
Well, while we wait to see this,
I can pull an extra step for you too, if you want.
Yeah,
Let's
trade
hear it.
price.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, this shit at the sell point.
Let me get it pulled up. I haven't been looking at NQ. I need to.
well, while we're waiting for that, Andre, what do you say we hit a few news stories real quick? We wanted to
Let's
talk
do
about ADP, etc.
Let's take a look under the hood.
Yowzers! All right. For those of you who weren't trading early today, 7:15 Central, we had the ADP numbers, and now looking back month to month in 2021, you can see kind of the trouble that's brewing here. First off, the number itself was a big miss. It was down, 30K, 32K versus estimated 50K, but they also revised August from plus 54K to minus 3K. Yeah. Use your technical analysis. Would you buy or sell this product right here. We will see.
Fundamentally, yeah, Jack, I feel you. But if they're gonna cut rates, to solve that problem. I got you.
Of course. So, also, here's a third chart. The same thing. I showed 2 previous charts that show the same deal. This is the SPX versus the job openings. And look at this massive divergence. Also, this is not largely fueled by AI. It's not like these job openings are being lost to that, is kind of the consensus. But remember, stocks ultimately go up or down based on earnings and future earnings expectations alone. Those have still been very strong. But look at this. This was back in 2001. We ain't never seen a divergence like this before.
When did that, 01 started? Jobs openings, we'll see that reflected in the JOLTS number that we saw yesterday. So 2001, that's when it changed? It's gotta be because of technology then, right?
No, that's just what this chart goes back to. I'm sure this is, I bet you before 2001, this is even more of a correlation because labor was so much more directly tied to what was going on in the economy. All right. There's your bearish stuff. Here's your bullish stuff. September was the second best month, or sorry, the second best September for the S&P 500 in the last 27 years. Take your seasonality and shove it.
Thank you, Jack. Yes, thank you. Oh yeah, I mean September, but bad. I mean, thank you. Sell me and walk away.
Yeah, and we were talking government shutdowns, by the way. Here we go. For your viewing pleasure, all those orange vertical lines are recessions, or not recessions, government shutdowns, and that's what the stocks did, for, the S&P 500. So you tell me, stocks go up. Now, I will give the caveat. I think it's, you see all these stats, I saw one, it's like 94% of the time, 12 months after the start of a shutdown, stocks are up, and like an average of like 12%. I think that's a bit selective because you're never going to see a government shutdown when there's a real crisis brewing. Like they weren't going to have a government shutdown the week after Lehman collapsed or something, right? So I think that's a little selective. Stocks are usually up. But maybe the bullishness has to do with this last thing. I just saw this tweet.
Yeah, I might have to come.
Effective October 1st, until further notice. This is the SEC.
I'm coming now.
The agency will have a very limited number of staff members available. The SEC staff available to respond to emergency situations will focus on market integrity and investor protections. So, when the SEC is away,
the waiting on the 15 minutes to close might be too much fucking.
And there's your news tidbits.
We can start spoofing orders, right?
Nope.
The SEC's now.
Nope. We're still watching. That's
Jack, talk about downs. It's essential versus not essential. Essentially, is that kind of what's?
Okay.
Is it case by case? They pick. This is considered essential. This is considered not essential.
Some kind of confirmation, but I'm like,
what stays
you're
on?
right. I don't know the exact process, but it's more like they're not going to furlough. They don't shut down the military or something.
Right.
But I don't know exactly how they choose those, but yes, they get. Yeah, BLS is furloughed. It looks like the SEC is largely furloughed.
Yeah, you're right. That's
basically, in the traditional sense, it just means they're off for a while, then they get paid back for it later. So that's why they don't last too long usually.
Right. Jack, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Do I have to pay my taxes if the government shuts down?
That is a good question. Estimated taxes quarterly were last due September 15th and won't be due again until December 15th. So, or sorry, December, January, I forget. But I don't think we're gonna be shut down that long. But yeah, I think you always, unless you are the Wesley Snipes school of payments, you should just always pay your taxes, whether they ask for it or not.
Wesley Snipes, 70% long in the NASDAQ. Last trade, 24,825. ES trying to get out of these 67.22. Again, when that opening bell rang, About 45 minutes ago, we saw some buyers come in, put up new session highs in both ES, NASDAQ, and Dow, and then they got the market absolutely.
Whatever is your stick.
We got a comment from a Republican. Shutdown ends with Democrats back house. All right, we're gonna see a lot of this back and forth between the right and the left. Democracy at its finest, or so they say.
That's my playout for you.
We got the crude number in at the bottom of the hour. Jared still short from 814.
Yeah, I'm not trying to cut it short, but we are just seeing sellers, their efforts not working. It looks like buyers are stepping in, and so if I get stopped out here, I'll probably just have to wait for some kind of break and retest, and just be more patient about it. But it looks like buyers are taking control at the moment.
Good. Aaron, how much did they sell that? Got down to 38.94. I see in gold. The buyers sitting there absorbing it down at that level.
I keep wanting to push lower, but it doesn't flush. And I'm looking for the flush. It looked like it was about to, and then it doesn't. I'm still in the trade. I'm gonna hold it. I've reduced risk. It's at the top of the New York IB. I know some people are using the Hogue references. I believe it's 822.920 for the gold IB. Okay. I've looked at the numbers on it. Like I've looked at the statistics, and the standard has better number, like better hold rates, better percentages. So I still use a standard New York IB. So I've my stop right at the New York high. If it runs up there, the trade idea is validated anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's like a 100-tick opening range, 5-minute opening range. But it does remain the dead ass high of the day, so I like the shorts. But overall, I still like gold for in the long term. I'm looking for it to get down to that 38.86, Baron, your level, the weekly kickoff high, and see what it does down there. To look for maybe possibly some longs down there.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought exactly. Like I want it to move lower so I can get long, and I'm trying to take advantage of that move lower.
Yeah, that's it. Right?
Do you want to trade? Yeah, I like that. You want to see it trade to that price. We're seeing, look at gold, $5 range, last 20, 30 minutes or so. We're seeing upper end around 3,900s, lower end around 38.95 in gold. NASDAQ up around 24,830, about 10 points off the highs there. ES trying to catch up. See if the sellers want to step in here, Jaron. We've seen a few times where sellers step in. Will this be the time they want to break out? We got NASDAQ catching a bit of a bid. Where's your risk on this one, Jaron?
I am risking 214.
Very good. Jack, if we get up to 67, what do you want to see it react? How do you want to see it react at the session highs here? 67.29. We got about 7 points to go in the ES. I know we got those
Let's see if we
levels.
close the initial balance first. I'm not against maybe taking a short up there, but I would see how it reacts. See if you pop the stops and come back in.
Yep. Hogue, talking about gold. Weekly kickoff highs. I believe we already got there.
Oh yeah, 38.86.
Yeah, oh, there's that. Okay.
Yep. Yeah,
we're talking about 4,000.
We rejected it the night before last. Couldn't get above it yesterday during the regular trading hour session. We're showing acceptance above it now. And last night it started to show some degrees of support. So I like a pushback down to that. I'd like to sweep it, maybe even sweep the overnight low, and then see buyers come back in and see this market continue this push to the upside. Because again, we have an all-time high in the overnight session. Those tend not to be lasting highs. We just got to find the right place to buy it, Baron. I think we're on to something here.
Yeah, that's also that weekly kickoff high. It's also right near the value area high for the volume profile this week. So I mean, we came into that area pre-market and we had acceptance there. It's pretty damn choppy right now. Like it's hard to sit in a trade like this for this long when it's that choppy. I'm pretty confident with the trade and it's low risk. I've already taken some risk off, so I'm fine with sitting in it. This could just be buyers building orders in this area for us to start to push higher, but I really just want to see it sweep that low. Those orders are still sitting down there. And let me check the volume profile from last night.
New highs NASDAQ 24,856. ES about 2.5 points from session highs. We'll pop in.
We're sitting right at POC, and that value area low is right at POC point of control. That's going to be where most of your volume is transacted. POC sitting right at 38.98. So we're just playing around with that level. The value area low is just below my target. It's at 38.85.7. And what I've noticed from back testing on gold and trading it the last 2.5 weeks is we really like to get down to those value area lows, value area highs, and then form reversals or continue to see pressure in that same direction.
No gap close. We'll see.
I mean, yep. Sellers at 3,900, buyers at 38.95 in gold from what I'm seeing there. I saw a little pop in crude, about 25 cent pop. Crude trading $71, $61.74. Wake up. We did see some new highs in NASDAQ, printing 24,860.
Jaron, you flat now?
Yes, I'm flat now.
Okay. You get the next one.
Oh, yeah. It's the same thing always. When I'm wrong, I want to be wrong quick, and I want it to be a paper cut.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Buyers coming in here, and I'm talking about the NASDAQ. ES closing in on session highs. Anything coming out from... All right, we got... shoot, let me make this... We're going to push this thing higher again. NASDAQ. New highs NASDAQ.
New highs right here, right now. Yes.
Damn. Pushing higher here in crude as well. Crude number at the bottom of the hour in about 8 minutes. Wow. Look at these buyers go. Anyone of those long on the open and that 100-point sell off in the NASDAQ. That's brutal.
Delta 3,700 positive in the S&P is now positive in the NASDAQ as well, about 750.
750. All right, so they flipped it. Jaron, remember all the sellers at 794 or so?
Mm-hmm.
Kept selling.
Yes.
Finally twisted their arm. Yep. All right. Before we got the crude number, we are pushing higher here. We'll let this ride here, James, until we get to that. But we're continuing to cook higher here. New highs ES 67.31. 25 points from all-time highs. And we got crude on the move. Crude about 30 cents higher in the last 2.5 minutes or so. Last trade crude 61.84. Gold 8.98. Very, very behaving over there. It's Hogue said when over all-time highs are made overnight, it's not likely to stay there. Something to that effect.
Yeah. All-time highs that occur in extended trading hour sessions tend not to be lasting highs. I mean, it's very easy to say in the equities because, eventually there's going to be an all-time high in the equities no matter what. But gold, we've never seen gold at these levels. We've never seen, this kind of rally in gold. It's been since January. This thing has just been ripping.
It's incredible.
But still, the longer time frame trading participants, the regular trading hour traders, don't get to participate when there's an all-time high that occurs in the extended trading hour session. And they don't like that.
FOMO.
They want to be able to participate as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's important not to have FOMO, I would say. FOMO can lead to chasing, getting you on tilt, put on bigger size
Nope.
than you normally would trade. It's all got to be part of your trading plan. It has to be part of your trading plan. That coincides with that's the tip of the week here at Top Step TV. Have a trading plan. We cannot say this enough. Hoag's looked at thousands and thousands of trading plans, and definitely it's all about defining your goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon. Absolutely. Develop a clear trading plan with entry and exit points, and of course, set realistic profit targets and stop losses. Hoag, we talked about this the other day, but for those that are watching, seeing this tip for the first time, the first thing, all those thousands and thousands of trading plans you've looked at, the first two things in someone's trading plan that you look at is your first go-tos in a trading plan.
Well, of course, you want to see somebody that has a trading plan that has really defined entries and exits. I'm always liking when I see a trading plan that includes, a reward over risk that's better than 1-to-1, maybe 1.5-to-1, or 2-to-1 reward over risk. I always like to risk less than I would think I'm going to make on a trade.
Sure.
And risk tolerance is, of course, important to that. But as far as goals are concerned, to me, the goal should always be to stick to your plan. You're not even going to find out if your plan is going to work if you don't follow it to a T. You got to have some defined goals, and those goals should be stick to your trading plan, follow your process. It's always process over profits, right? If you can find a way to make good trading decisions, the money's going to come. It's a byproduct of being a good trader. Having a clear trading plan, entries, exits, all of that, of course, very important. And context, that last bullet point on this, setting realistic profit targets and stop loss levels. Markets change, and they change all the time. And sometimes they can change very quickly. Recognize the current market state you're in, recognize when there's a possible change in that market state, and adjust your profit targets and your risk limitations and your risk levels to the current context of the market. Do we ever really know what's going to happen? No, but we can put ourselves in a better place just by understanding market context and understanding when risk is expanding, possible profit targets may be expanding, and understanding that with the market state you're in. Range bound, you're fading the extremes. Trends, you want to get in and stay in.
Let it run. Absolutely.
I think that last bit, the context, that's where I see a lot of people struggle.
How so?
I've talked to hundreds of traders, and a very common pain point I see is understanding context, whether that's from a macro view or just a price action standpoint. Like, why do I want to take this trade? Why am I looking for these targets? Why is my stop loss there? If you're able to form good context on the market and you have good management of trades, your stop loss, your TP, all of that, I think if you give it enough time, trading will work out. But having those two factors are what I've seen leads to successful traders. And that's part of that is why I think like Jaron's been so successful, is like understanding the context through using order flow. And he's gone out, he's sought that information, and he's put in the time to try to understand like how the market operates.
Absolutely. Understand that.
Appreciate it.
Well, Baron, we got this crew number in about 3 minutes. About that, let's talk about you, your trading experience, your journey, Baron. Highs and the lows. Doing this, the longer you do this, the more times you're going to have to adjust your trading plan. Obviously, most notable thing, you've put NASDAQ on the back burner. Now you're trading gold. We're talking about this with Dakota yesterday. I want to ask you the same question. From change to recognizing that you got to change it up, change your readjust the strategies, to actually implementing it and executing in the market. How long did that time? I got a 500 lot up in the ES that was filled on the ES. How long does that process take from actually saying, all right, time to change it up, to actually figuring out how to change and what to change, and then executing the strategy, different products? How long was that process for you, Baron?
For switching over to gold?
Gold, and then changing up your entries, exits, knowing your risk tolerance, learning the personality, if you will, as well.
I think
it wasn't
switching over to gold for me. It was pretty damn quick, but it probably took me like a week. But I've been trading for 4 years, so I've got a certain system. I've got things I like to look for. I'm able to quickly build out a system for gold using Edgeful stats. And I had already been looking at gold because I've students who they're in Europe or they're in Hawaii or wherever it is, and they like trading NASDAQ for them just would not work. So I'm I'm always looking at other assets, and gold is one that is pretty consistent in the overnight. So I'd already helped other traders develop those systems. It was just refining it to an area where this is how I like to trade. This is what I like to use. So it was pretty quick for me, and I like to trade with momentum, and gold has great momentum on it. So I think it was a pretty quick changeover for me.
Okay.
Probably
Was it
a week
easy?
or two.
Was it easy?
And
Was it because since it was quick? Does that mean it was easy to do?
not necessarily.
Right.
Not necessarily. I spent the time. What, probably 3-4 weeks ago, where I back tested for like 8 hours, 8 hours for like 3 or 4 days, just looking at gold and how it operates and what I want to see out of it.
Darren, I got to ask you. Sorry for the interruption. Are you seeing what I'm seeing in gold? Every dollar, like, let's just say 38.94, 38.95, 38.96, 38.97 has twice the volume of all the other levels around it. We're building a ladder here.
Can you show us?
Yeah, when we came down to that 30, when we came down to that 38.96, there were some orders sitting down there. A lot of stacked orders. It looks like that filled out, and it looks like absorption of sellers. I think longs might play out, and
I can show you on Dome what I'm looking at here.
Please, yes.
You may have to take me down, or like take me off screen to show it. The Dome here is on the right hand side.
Hey, all right, Dal, real quick, we got that crude number coming out. It was expected pretty much neutral, and actual was a 1.8 million barrel surplus. Little sell off in crude 6170. We are watching NASDAQ grind higher here, new highs 24,893. ES making new highs 6732. Hogue, if you got it, just real quick what you're seeing in gold in terms of the.
Yeah, I got it right here. So let's look at here 3888, 813, 3890, 10 ticks above, 1,000. 10 ticks above, another 1,000, 3892, 3893, 800, 3894, 1,000. All the other in betweens are around 500 or 600. 95, 1,000. 96, 1,000. 96 and 9640, and there's also 1,000 there, but 97, 98, 99. You see the big volume at these levels. There's 9.5. There's another one. 3,900. 3,901. 3,902. 800. So there's somebody that is an accumulation or a liquidation on those even numbers in the current area of balance that we're in here in crude oil. So it's like somebody's building a ladder to me. What do you think of that, Baron? Are you seeing anything on Bookmap that's pointing anything out to you? I know you think it may be looking to head higher now.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing just with limit orders. There's stacked limit orders at each of those dollar points that you just listed out. Like they're sitting, this most recent one, we had a lot of orders sitting down at 38.96. Sellers pushed it down there, and it looks like we got failed selling below there. I might just cut this trade because it looks like buyers are starting to show up and they're steady. So the
negative delta too. So if those are stacked buyers, that negative delta could be telling us there could be a squeeze coming in here.
Yeah.
It looks like it. There's steady buyers now, and this is what I would want to see out of longs. I just cut that trade. It was right near my stop anyway. It was about to stop me out either way. So,
Would you get long? Would you get long? Knowing what you just saw, you're short, and you're seeing this negative delta accumulate, and you're seeing these buyers step in, and you're getting this real time information right here, right? You're seeing what happened. You got out of it. Any thoughts of perhaps getting long to see the squeeze unravel?
If I get long here, I'm buying at the highs of the New York session. I'd be more open to longing on this breakout and then a retest of this area, or it comes down to
breakout. You might not get the breakout because all these shorts are going to be caught, right?
You're
not going to get the retest.
Like we're getting the breakout.
You're not going to get the retest because all these shorts have to puke, and if they're going to puke, they got to puke it higher. That's the only thing I was.
I mean, we're getting steady buying though. Like whenever I see steady buying like this on Bookmap, typically you get a nice push higher.
Yes, I guess some thought. It was any thought? Okay, yeah. Oh, what's that delta at? We saw that negative delta in gold.
Well, 10 minutes ago was negative 1,100. Right now it's negative 378.
Yeah, in the last 10 minutes, it's jumped up 1,100 on Bookmap is what I'm seeing. Like we've gone positive, like we've moved towards the positive end, 1,100 orders. So, seeing those steady buyers, and it looks like they're going to push it higher.
All right. Well, sounds like you kind of talked out your next trade there. But anyways, we'll see if it does play out. 39.05 last trade. We got NASDAQ on the move higher, closing at 24,900, about a point to go. 24,899 in the orders. We got the ES grinding higher.
Fresh highs.
Yep. Here we go. 67.33.
Happy days are here again.
Yep. Oh, Leon in the chat. Leon in the chat. Gold's breaking out. Let's go. Burn those shorts. Leon, the agent of chaos. Always pumping the markets up. Good to see you in there, Leon. And there you go. 24,902. We got first hour of the New York session is in. What do we do with that? What do we do with that information in the ES and the NASDAQ?
Well, very interesting, because we're just going to move our IBs to the high of the first hour of trade in the NASDAQ. The IB high is 24,893. And we just took that out. So we're going to see if we see continuation. We've got weekly kickoff high at 24,940. And we got an all-time high up there somewhere also, 25,027 and a quarter. We're right back to settlement. Looking at yesterday's high, we've taken out the base of the late spike, maybe showing some rejection of lower pricing now. Those late spike guidelines are just that, guidelines. S&Ps, let's move those IBs. So IB high in the S&Ps said 67.32 and a quarter. Yep. IB low 67.05 quarter. Rejecting value from yesterday, rejecting the base of the late spike to the downside. We're seeing some pretty good buyers here. We kind of see if we can hold above this IB high, and then maybe we can go long from there. Or maybe we see a failed upside auction and we can see this market return lower. Gotta wait a little while, though.
IB low in NASDAQ?
IB low in NASDAQ. 24,775.
24.
Is that right? Hang on, let me double check that.
Well, last trade 24,009.
No. IB low is actually 24,726. My bad. I got so many numbers on here. It gets blurry sometimes, but yeah, 726.
Yep. I'll keep an eye on that. Jaron, looks like we're pushing this thing higher. And yeah.
I swear it's like the absence of numbers, like taking away these numbers, and we still got a little while till earnings come back in. I mean, what's going to stop it?
Nothing. Nothing matters. Nothing matters.
New all-time high NVIDIA. Auga!
Saw that.
No air horns for that, but we got we got Hogue doing it.
Nothing matters.
Yeah, just got to sign the chests. New all-time high. Love Jensen.
Yeah. We got the oil number out of the.
Nvidia up? How much is Nvidia up since that happened, Jeff? What is
That's
it, like
crushed.
50%, something like that?
Sounds about right. It's been turbulent. We had the deep sea Armageddon. We had the tariff tantrum. It's been a wild ride, but Nvidia holders have been rewarded.
Hogue.
Auto.
82% long gold, 82% long in the gold tilt, 70% long in the crude tilt. Last trade in gold, 39.05. All right, we do have
Nvidia is. Ooh, I want to see what your ooh's about.
Ooh, we got a live leaderboard shout out. I love seeing this. Pull that up. We got Lena, one of our live funded traders, up $13,400. Already trading the NQ and the ES. I like that. I'll keep an eye out for that. We had a live funded trader, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe put up $45,000 yesterday. Yes, real profits, real losses.
Yeah.
$45,000. Obviously, it's not the only story. There are traders in the red protecting their downside. But yes, we had a big trader, live funded trader, putting up big numbers yesterday. Well done, Lena. Make sure to control that downside. Ooh, I saw something there. It was peaking above today's IB
Teaser.
high.
We're fight clubbing them.
Oh, yeah. Still never, yeah. Okay, nothing from... We do have Barkin scheduled to speak at 11:15 a.m. Central. We have on tap today. Jared, you're watching this. Okay, you're only down 333.
Yeah.
Nothing big there. How do you readjust? Two shorts. You're talking about you and Baron talking about two trade ideas. No, not necessarily trade ideas. Trade ideas. You had two shorts.
Two trades, same idea. Same idea, two trades.
Does that just mean short or long?
I'm opposed to shorts again, just in that range. Obviously, we're pretty bullish right now. At the lows of the 1025 and 1030 candle, there was a ton of selling and it got bought up. So for me now, it's just kind of being level-headed and watch what happens, not be biased for longs or shorts. Obviously, we had a breakout of this balanced range, so I think that buyers are in control. So I don't want to enter at the high of the range. So if we get a pullback and see some more failed selling, maybe at the top of this consolidation, a deeper pullback would be a good area to get in longs.
How deep of a pullback, Jared? Because we're looking at about a 20-point pullback right now, trading 24,890. How deep of a pullback are you looking for?
Maybe, another 40 points or so. Because even though if we go up from here, which is very likely, if a trade idea looks good, if CLC looks good, if I can't define my risk, then I can't get in the trade. If I have to have too wide of a stop, even though the trade idea looks good, I can't get in, because if I can't have a defined stop loss, now I'm basing the trade off money and not a trade idea. And that's happened before, but unfortunately, the risk is the most important factor. So if I can't put a defined set stop, I can't get in, and I just got to watch it play.
They say trade off of money and not the trade idea.
Yeah.
Are those not one and the same? Help me understand.
I think a lot of people, when they get in a trade, they're thinking that they want to make a certain amount of money. They're chasing a dollar sign and not a piece of structure that the market's going to be drawn to or set orders. So if I were to enter, let's say here, putting my stop here would be really tight, but the market's likely to come down and test a new area lower. Or if where's my trade ID invalidated? Is it invalidated at this EMA? Is it invalidated at these highs? Well, then I have to have a very wide stop, and my risk to reward, I want it to be at least a 2-to-1. So if I had to put my stop here, then I'm going to have a all-time high target. And so then my risk is skewed, the risk to reward is skewed. At that point, it doesn't make sense for me to get in that trade.
Jaron, you're singing to me right now. You are singing to me.
It's the most important thing, risk to reward. Man.
You got to be placed technically.
Yes.
Stuff.
Jared's pretty on the ball, and he's been trading less than a year, which it's good to see.
Why you like a proud papa? Look at that, like a proud papa over there. You guys,
I learned from the best, man.
I mean, that was good stuff. A little turnaround here in crude, $61.80, 80 cents. As Jack up here at 67.35. I mean, don't look now. We're about 20 points, 25 points from all-time highs.
Yeah,
What do we
sure
think
are.
here in the ES? What do we got going in the ES?
I got nothing right here. I presume we'll get more movement. I mean, I should have done it before, but I guess like maybe scaling in from if we get a dip down 67.10 to 6700 and then getting out if we crack yesterday's lows again. But right here, right now, there's a level above that I would usually be interested in trading, but by that point, we're so close to the all-time highs. I would just rather wait to see if we have some action above the all-time highs that it comes back through.
Uh, 24. You said 840s would be the pullback? I guess, Jared, what I
before, I'd say, well, that's not really something that I would think would move markets that much. It would seem unlikely the court would do that. And we didn't see huge moves in like bonds or stocks, right? It wasn't like bonds rallied huge off that number or something.
Sure.
I think gold is just where the action's at right now.
Yeah, some fund wanted to sell 9,500. All right, 38.97, 38.97, now 98's trade in gold. Bottom out 38.82. Look at the ES. Still 5 points off the highs there. What do we have on the calendar in terms of eco numbers? Oh, we got in about 7 minutes, top of the hour. We have a press conference from U.S. House Dems. I think we just kind of tune all this out. We'll know. There's just going to be a lot of posturing. There's going to be a lot of blah, blah, blah from both sides. Who knows what they're actually... Do we have any idea what the sticking point is, Jack? Obviously, it's money. Do we know in regards to what? What specifically?
Or you say that one more time?
What's the sticking point? In between the two? Like, do we know what the...
There's
just like
plenty of articles out there you can read.
I'm not. All right,
if not, too much into it. They have differences, and this is the place where they can fight it out. And
Fair
it's
enough.
a part. It's a process that still is governed by the filibuster in the Senate. So it is a place where they can actually have a fight over it. So we'll see.
You know what they're fighting
These
over?
things
Is there
happen.
any specific deposit? It's all right. We can. If not, cool. We can look into it.
Yes, they're fighting theoretically over health insurance subsidies and
Gotcha.
some Medicare stuff. I don't want to have
Seems-
to explain it because
All good.
the reason I want to explain it is the framing by both sides is incredibly different. So
gotcha.
I'm not an expert in the field. I don't want to wade into it.
Fair enough. We got their takes. We got the takes here in the chat. All right, fair enough. Healthcare. It's always that. We'll keep an eye out for that. We got about 5 minutes till the top of the hour. It's the top of the hour. Hogue gets back. We'll get his take. We did have the IB high and low. Trader Mike, read the news. Trader Mike, I do read the news. I'm trying to explain for those that don't. My friend, I do read the news. I knew the answer. I'm trying to explain it for everyone.
Gets it all off TikTok.
Yeah, come on, Trader Mike. Come on, get on to.
Listen, you go down the TikTok rabbit hole.
Don't you have me figured out by now?
There's some pretty accurate and interesting news on TikTok.
Oh boy, I don't know. Interesting.
Are we cooked?
Cook. Hey, I tell you, he's not cooked. I tell you, he's not cooked. Hey, Trader Mike. I asked the dumb questions for those that won't ask them. Come on.
There we go.
I know the answer, Trader Mike. 67.33 last trade. We got 2 points off the highs here. And 24,895 last trade in the NASDAQ. When Hogan's back, let's get his take on. Got those IB low and highs put in with the NASDAQ and the ES. And then at the top of the hour, perhaps a failed downside auction. Or upside auction.
Yeah, we're dancing around it right now with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. If we go down a little bit, I don't know. We'll ask Hogue.
Well, everyone flat. Jared, I feel like you're.
I just got in a short. If I get stopped on this one, I am going to probably call it a day. I kind of have a set stop loss for my live, even though my loss limit's high. I don't want to lose more than about 500. I do have a tighter stop, and the reason is I'm using a lot on this. I'm using Dakota's 3-bar reversal. I think that's what he would call this. We are in an area, I want to call it resistance, that the past 3 times that we've come up here, other than this high, we've rejected out of it. There is straight up exhaustion on Bookmap and Footprint that I'm seeing right now. It doesn't look like a lot of buying, and I would expect a retrace for short for longs anyways. So it's low risk in my opinion. Either way, if I get stopped on it, I will probably call it a day and just.
What price?
I got in at 891.25.
891.25.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
It will end up being a very cheap trade if we go down just a little more here before we close out this candle. But I don't hate that at all, Jaron.
Yeah, I didn't want to hop in another short after getting in two, but it looks too good right now for me not to, and it's low risk, high reward. So the benefits outweigh the downside.
High reward. How high reward are we talking here? We're trading 24,899. What would high reward? What are we looking for to the downside on this short?
I'd be targeting the point of control. So if I were to get in, let's see, about a 5.5 R if it were to hit.
What price?
And that's kind of my trading style. My win rate's not always the highest, but on my Express accounts, I had about a 2.5 to 3 R. So, the small losses would be paper cuts, and then the large winners would always take care of the small losses that I take. And that's the trading style that I think I've adapted to the most.
Okay.
And some days you just take the small paper cuts, and your P&L can be minus 300, 400, 500, but then if you make 2K, 3K the next day, it'll take care of all those small losses.
Yeah. So you said 5. What's the target actual price?
Oh, okay. It is 778 would be the downside target. I could be tempted, take it off at 839 because that's the top of the point of the value at 839 at 840s if it were to start supporting there. So I have some soft targets in my head as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll change along the way. Last trade.
Gold's back at that
Look at that,
3,900 level.
Yes, it is.
Man,
Well,
it
it's
did
26 seconds
exactly what I wanted it to do. I got out of the short, and then I missed the long. I tried to buy the long too early. I tried to buy the dip a little too early.
Yeah, it was that second wave that came in. It was the second wave. It did stall at 97s, and then another wave of selling did come in, and that's why we saw it.
Down to the buzzer. No failed upside auction. Post.
67.32 down 33s trade. Euro close at the bottom of the hour. Yeah, let's take a look at some of these other prices. Not seeing much 10-year prices. Not seeing too much of the 10-year price. What we got? Yields around 4.1, Jack, give or take. Nothing really moving too much there.
Yeah, purple box time.
Look at that. Look at that gold. Real.
Pretty good support level. We tested a little bit below it. Once again, 5 bips below that would bring us to where Powell announced the rate cut. Then we got the big old 4 handle. Man, look at this. We go back a little bit. In the run up to it, that was a real you shall not pass. Tested below it for the briefest time, and then just sorry.
Was a oh man. All right, hey, there's Hogue back 10 o'clock. No failed upside auction. We got the IB high and low.
We're out on that one. We're out.
Done?
Yep, done.
Okay. All right. We still have the house account. House account short 1. House account's been short 1 micro gold throughout all that. 39.07. Short for 39.07. Oh, gold on the grind high or back after that big market order came in, and we are seeing a grind higher in the Dow, in the NASDAQ, in the ES, all grind to new session highs.
So as long as we hold those IB highs in the equities,
4 quarters in a cycle. This week is time distortion. NFP, it never has. It's not part of the cycle. So next week, the following week, you'll see the gray bar pop back up over here, which means it's a fresh cycle. Yeah. So like this one wasn't accumulation; it was expansion. So expansion, accumulation, manipulation with this huge wick. This week was manipulation, and this week was distribution. That's why we got this to go tap back here. And then it goes fractal. That's the monthly cycle. Then you go into the weekly cycle. And that's a new cycle. This was, what is this? This is accumulation. manipulation up, and then distribution in the form of a reversal on the bottom of the week. And then Friday, it's gonna reverse everything more than likely because of NFP.
Yeah. Sheesh. That makes sense though.
That's why Friday's a joker day, because as you can see in the weekly, Friday's not a part of the cycle. That's why Friday, they usually call it joker. You need certain things to happen for it to be a clean Friday.
Is not a part of cycle.
Damn.
Get that.
Yeah, last Friday. Joke my ass, nigga.
That's why people love trading on Wednesday, because no matter what, manipulation always happens in Q2 or 3.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So either Q2 manipulated, if it didn't, you know Q2 manipulated, you know Q2 is going to distribute. If this accumulated, you know Q2 is going to manipulate. Like one of these cycles is always providing the manipulation.
That's either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, that's either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Maybe you got it better for
Yeah, that's why everybody loves trading on Wednesday. So they're like, Wednesday's the best day. They don't understand that it's Q3. Q3 is always going to be the best time to trade no matter what. You go on a 15-minute cycle. It's another cycle. We got Asia, London, and then New York is Q3. That's why everybody's always trading New York, because it's the best time to trade. It's the best volatility. No one really understands that because they're not paying attention to like time cycles, time-wise. But you kind of have to, because there's only two axes on the chart. It's time and price.
Yeah, that's it. Those are the two main indicators.
Yeah, that's the two main things that's obviously there. So you gotta follow those.
That's it. Goodness gracious. Nah, just how the day played out.
Yeah, you see that price. If you look at the candles, that's actually
Yeah, because usually the macro leader lagger shit really played out plus. Yeah, not really.
NQ is the lagger, and you take it, plot all the way up. Now, YN and NQ are 0.3, 0.3. So the imbalance was fair. If you look at the 4 hour, the 4 hours look great. Like on paper, you straight that every buy played out.
Yeah.
But the candles were so damn long that it just didn't provide no entry.
You kind of had your limit set. You kind of had to be one of the quick ones to understand the ugly structure, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
I see what you're talking about. Because that was just another liquidity sweep right here. That was a signal. You see how in New York, how it goes into another cycle, like the 5-minute. The blue lines is the 5-minute cycle I have, because I'm on the 15-minute. It's the daily cycle, but I broke it down again right here.
Yeah.
This is the 5-minute, 90-minute cycle in New York. It came down at 9:30 and went below here on NQ, but it didn't here. That was the confirmation that this gap was going to hold it to go higher. But I was still looking for a deeper retracement, because that could still happen. They could still go up and then take these people out that won that trade, to take them out, take their liquidity, and go higher. So it could still happen.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we were looking for too. Possibly even bro, he was calling out a short on YM. To see that play out, we didn't take it live. We took it in practice. It's been in house. It's pretty long, but the market does look like it. I mean, what else? There's still a lot of time left in the day. It's 11:11. What else does the market have to do but pull back? You know, both sides have been taken out on damn near all part as far as previous day high and low. So, except yes, so that's the kind of the one that's hanging out. US didn't take out the high, but YM and NQ did, so maybe ES has to take out the high now.
Yeah, maybe that's probably what push everything up, because macro ES is the leader.
Yeah.
So if it go out and try to take that high, then
or either show it can't take it, or even showing that it can't take out that high would be something too, and then it could kind of leave the shit starting to fall.
Yeah. Because really macroly the unch and the lagger kind of, the unch caught up with the leader. So NQ caught up with the ES. It's like right there now. YM still the lagger by like 0.8. So that's why even like it'd be kind of hard to short. YM right here because I feel like that's the most probable to break the high. But just based off, it's no other trade right here. Only product that's giving a signal here is YM short Tuesday high, and if we came in and that was the leader, and the consensus is that it has to pull back, and it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Niggas saying the same thing. You feel me? Like, yeah, it's got to pull back to my limit, and the only trade up here is short. So it's like,
definitely.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I feel what you said.
Then if you go back and look at it, 4 hour, everything happens so fast.
Everything happens so fast.
It did the
Yeah.
short and everything in that 62 candle. It ran up to previous day high and put that high in, and then shorted all the way back to half of the candle.
Yeah.
And then now that curve is like the feel for this next kind of light run. So
Mhm.
it's like everything just kind of happens so fast.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, everything happens fast. For real. That's like just that progression story that tells you like at 10 o'clock it was the buy the low. By 11, shit, we looking at breakout rules, nigga. We in sell zones at breakout rules, you know what I'm saying? So shit changed quick, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, just adapting with, that's why it's a good, like for as a signal we had at 10, you put the limit there, see if it's gonna pull back, get close to it, see if you can snatch it, or see if it's gonna grab it, and then if it continues by 10:45, 10:30, you know what I'm saying? You can see what's all right, cool. The only thing that's giving a signal is and then that's when you decide like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? You can decide like, man, it ain't really worth taking that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Even still, good situation.
Yeah, it's not a bad situation. It was still the same signal, and then set the limit. Then you would have set the limit where it needed to be, and then it wouldn't have really been in drawdown. So even acting like if this was the stocking play, you would have got that red signal, set your limit to where it's a 50-point stop instead of 100, and that's probably what's getting caught right now. Yeah, so it's the same in those specific parameters of signal key level anchor. That situation, isolated situation, you know what I'm saying? In that isolated situation, like yeah.